But will my right honourable friend pledge to look even more closely at the support we are giving, so that what we want to deliver and what is actually delivered are the same thing?
Could you just give us an example, or give the committee an example of what impact that has had on the individual's life?
Those that I've spoken to, literally, their lives are on hold.
The Prime Minister has called an industry of vexatious allegations. Theresa May was speaking about the Iraq Historic Allegations Team.
It's unclear to me how the General Staff expect to hold the legitimacy of command if they're willing to sacrifice their junior ranks to protect themselves from the International Criminal Court.
Because this isn't about hanging people out to dry, this isn't about going after people, but we need to do this properly. We are wasting phenomenal amounts of money and making some of our servicemen and women who can be quite vulnerable, who have served this nation, making their lives miserable. For what end? Not a single case. It's extraordinary.
This is a national disgrace. I feel that we have asked a generation of our young people to conduct a deeply unpopular war, poorly resourced, poorly planned, and when they return to the United Kingdom, they're then pursued for decades afterwards by spurious allegations.
For me, nothing really personified the gap in between politicians and those who serve in this country at the moment than trying to apply European human rights on operations. It demonstrated a fundamental misunderstanding of what we're asking our people to do.
In what way?
Because of the scenarios that are involved in combat operations. We are governed by the law of armed conflict. We are governed by the Geneva Convention. This idea that there's some sort of breakdown is just a myth. But you cannot then go around that country 6 or 7 years later asking if anyone's got a problem with the military to come forward and make a claim, and you'll be supported by UK taxpayers and will ruin these soldiers' lives.
But I also know how much stress is caused by legal claims years after conflicts have ended. So let me tell you what we are doing. Of more than 3,000 claims originally lodged, about half have already been discontinued, and another 1,000 cases will be thrown out by January. In future conflicts, we intend to derogate from that European Convention.
But we will never again, in any future conflict, let those activist, left-wing, human rights lawyers harangue and harass the bravest of the brave, the men and women of our armed forces.